Hello everyone and welcome to another video on my channel. I'm Adam and this is finally the time we get to do the Lynxy Series 7 review. This is a highly anticipated review to be done and quite frankly I'm glad we're finally getting around to it. This series was the first series I got to participate in the voice acting, and I would say I did okay to an extent because I'm not really happy about my performances, especially for Max Mitchell, because it literally sounds like me and I'm a kid. Not really a kid, but I'm a young adult and Max is shown to be an older adult. So that was a bit of a part for me. Apex, of course, is my main character I play, and I was doing okay for the first few episodes. I wasn't proud of it. Towards the middle, okay, got better. The last episode, I messed up 2 lines. I hate myself. All this comes with practice though, so hopefully Apex will be better whenever he appears next. And without anything being said, brief warning, spoilers, because this is a review of the entire series, and of course, this is review of the entire series, so spoilers if you haven't watched it already, but if you have watched it, let's get into this review. So, Season 7, Episode 1. The Footling are digging up the rocks for the statues, but no luck. They're digging up bones, digging up bones, they're digging up bones, digging up bones. I don't know the rest of this song. Impus goes to Sinister Strange and Monkey King for statues, but they don't have them and they throw him out or scare him off. And Viper confirmed to Impus that Lynxy has stopped gathering the statues for the reason being, which was in the finale of the last series, I just can't remember. So Impus straight up asked, well, if she doesn't have the statues, then who does? And then yes, pirates. So the camera pans out and we see a flying pirate ship. Woo! Oh God, I only said one word. Okay, as I believe a song that was in Muppets Treasure Island. I have not seen the movie, but I believe it was in it. I believe it's called Shiver My Timbers, Shiver My Bones. I don't know what it's called, but I absolutely love the song. And we introduced the new main villain of this series, Talis, who is a Lynxian. And her crew, with her first mate being Apex. That is me! Apex seems to have another master, and he has a rivalry, I can't say that word right, so please bear me for a second, with Comediac. And his other master, we don't know. I don't know. I should know. I do know. I'm just not going to say because I don't know if you should know or not. So I'm not going to say who my new master is or anything. A new support introduces us to Atro City, which has been introduced by Mr. Tim Tucker. I think it's Tim Tucker. And we're introduced to Atro City along with pretty much the best song I've ever heard to introduce the city to, which is literally, we built this city on rock and roll. And then we're introduced to Mayor Doug West, who in the first few episodes I'm not a big fan of because he's not really great in my opinion. He's just got a bit boring to me, but I got to like him over the course of the series. Meanwhile, Monkey King finds the next statue, which is General Boris, the pig general. Impus is no longer interested in the Dimensional Gamer Squad, though. That's a bit of a side tangent. I don't know why, but he's now obsessed with this maniac named Adam Ferns. So I'm like, oh, God. From the sounds of his videos that he does, it sounds like he doesn't really edit his videos very much. It's like he has someone doing the thumbnails for him. Oh, God. Weird Adam, that is. And Viper drags him off to the statue. What? And Viper drags him off to the city, where Monkey King releases General Boris onto Atrocity or Atrocity. And Boris starts destroying the city. Impus and Viper watch and from a distance, and Sinister Strange has also seen this from a distance. And Impus probably gives the best response to seeing someone else there that I've ever heard. And if I can find it, there's... oh god, I don't want to mess this up. Okay. Here we are.
Now he's beating us to it. Well, it's not just us, Mom. Look over there. There's Sinister.
Yes! Best response to saying hi to someone I ever heard. So, Sinister Strange, also seen in some distance, decides to call the Elf Brigade, but Nanny Plum answers and says she's busy eating biscuits. Ugh. If I was Sinister Strange, I'd go on a break. I don't know, do Magic the Gathering or something. So, Sinister Strange plays a Magic card game and loses to the best dueler. And here it seems like they have a bit of a rivalry going on, but they only see each other like 2 more times after this. So, yeah. And gets called a yeah. And the guy that beats Sinister just taunts Sinister for cosplaying as Sinister. Honestly, I just found that more funny than weird. And during that, Lynxy defeats Boris and protects the city, and somehow the Pirate Queen obtains General Boris' statue. The Pirate Queen is Talis. I gave her that nickname myself. The Pirate Queen, not Talis, obviously. I do need to say, I do say somehow Talis got the statue because she was never there. And then... So, Lynxy beat Boris, and Boris turned back into a statue, meaning it was in the middle of the city. But, somehow, Talis got it. I'm not even going to question it, but I just say it was a good start to an episode that I've seen in a while. Moving on to Season 7, Episode 2, it opens up with Monkey King threatening Cottontail, which is the Rabbit General, to not fail, saying, "You better not fail!" I can't do Monkey King's voice, sorry. Impus claims to have a new general, a teddy bear. His name is Pookie, and from what I gathered, he is the most popular character of the series. Okay? Okay, I'm not even going to argue with that. Sinister Strange and his henchmen, all of them, so that would be XR, Buzz, Nanny Plum, and Wise Old Elf, are climbing up a building to get to a statue. I don't know. I think it's to get to a meeting point where that Monkey King has arranged for everyone to go to. So yeah, okay. I don't know why they're still climbing the building, but okay, sure. Let's go with it. Brings back one of my favourite scenes from Toy Story 2, so I'm not even going to argue with it. I love it. I need to find it now. After a brief showing of Atrocity, after a brief showing of the Atrocity people, what? I don't know why I said that. Sinister Strange and Dimensions are... Oh, what the hell? I can't even read my writing. Oh, my God. I did rewatch this. So, okay, we're going to cross out that part about the after a brief showing of Atrocity people. I think it's when Angry Grandpa, his last cameo he done, where he was searching for Easter eggs, as this did come out around Easter, so it might be around there. Then we go back to Sinister Strange and the minions or henchmen being halfway up the building, and Buzz is like, "I'm going to let go of the wall." He wouldn't. 1, 2, 3. Ah! I don't know what I can't do Sinister Strange's voice, but that's basically what it was like, and it was hilarious. It was hilarious. I love it. Okay, so after that, they rose up and got to the top, and when they finally got there, Lynxy and Impus and Viper are already there, along with Monkey King and Cottontail. And Monkey King explains what's going on, and basically it's a race. Yeah, it's a race. It's just a race. Whoever wins gets to have the statue. And if Cottontail wins, then I can't remember what actually happens. I think it's something to do with Monkey King's plan of how they bow down to Monkey King or something. I don't know. It's one of those. When everyone agrees to sign the contract, Sinister Strange says Buzz and X are back to base and back to base because humiliating. No, I'm being honest. Like, if I had these guys right next to me the entire time, and they're like, "We're gonna blast through the walls. We're gonna blast through the roof to infinity and beyond," and nothing happens, I'll be like, "Go back to base. Just go back to base, please. Thanks." And Viper warns Sinister Strange that Buzz will figure out the truth, that he's really a toy. And the race begins. Monkey King tries... why can't I speak? And the race begins, and it starts off with the Mario Kart Desert soundtrack, I think it is. It's a desert soundtrack from a Mario game. I can't remember what game. I think it's from Mario Kart, but could be from the Mario Bros. I don't know. It is the desert background music, though. Monkey King, even though seen at the pizza paper said no cheating or anything, tries slipping up the others with Monkey King with banana skins. It doesn't work though. And throughout all this, Talis and Apex watch from a distance, and Impus also tries to go against the contracts and tries digging a hole for someone to fall into. 5 minutes later, and he fell in. Honestly, I'm with Viper on this one. I'm like, we should have just kept to the race. So Sinister Strange's car breaks down, and Wise Old Elf goes to check on it. Nanny Plum and Sinister Strange go to the Outlands gas station to try and get some petrol, but unfortunately, his rival is there, and he's like, "Actually, I changed my mind. We're going back." Yeah. I was like, okay, what's wrong with this guy? I don't know what's wrong with this guy. Petrol station refuses to be served by that guy. Anyway, the race is down to Cottontail and Lynxy. Cottontail ruins Lynxy's bike, but Lynxy jumps on a bike onto Cottontail's car and wins the race, because it's the person who wins, not the car that crosses the line. So after Cottontail went back to being a statue, Lynxy was about to just head off home back to Tangaroa, I think that's what it's called, and gets knocked out by Apex. He takes the statue and just leaves Lynxy there. Yay! I did something, yeah. Okay, Season 7, Episode 3 opens up with the pirate ship and Talis counting the statues she has. Monkey King found Ramos, the sheep general, and releases him. But Monkey King has a plan that they stay together, as he doesn't want to risk losing this general, as it is his last general. We then go to Mayor Doug West talking about the cough. I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to say it. The current pandemic, and the schools begin to close. Wow, all of a sudden this started to relate to me. The sheriff is at a Crime Stopper award, but it gets interrupted by Impus. Of course! Impus, with his plushy sword, luckily with no Pookie this time, is about to kill someone, but Viper intervenes just for her to nearly kill her, but didn't for some strange reason. We won't know until we know. I wish that made sense. Sinister Strange goes to get the other statues by himself. Apex that's just a side thing I just put in there. Sinister Strange goes to get the other statues by himself, but there's only one other statue to get, and no one knows where it is. Apex was talking to Comediac, who is arriving, but Talis finds out that Apex is snooping behind her back. And whilst Apex is begging for mercy, it turns out Talis was actually Comediac. What? Yeah, Talis was actually Comediac. Yeah, so more hatreds between Apex to Comediac there. Ramos goes to destroy Atro City and beats Lynxy. Wow. Basically, Ramos' special power is like the move Counter from Pokemon. You take an attack and you just dish one out that's 2 times more powerful. Viper, Since Strange, and Impus are witnessing this from a distance, and Ramos then gets stopped by Dark Ace. I was like, what? Dark Ace? I thought he was dead. Again. And Impus gets intrigued that the dragon is the strongest after Dark Ace defeats Ramos, and then explains to Monkey King, isn't the dragon your most powerful warrior? So Impus is obviously intrigued by that. And Dark Ace turns out to be Comediac and disguises as a monkey in front of Apex to hide from Talis. And I didn't continue anything else. But basically, Talis takes in the monkey and names it Jack. And so now Apex needs to deal with not only the non-important boss, but also the monkey. A monkey. Yeah, brilliant. Brilliant. Okay, Season 7, Episode 4, The Day of the Dragon. Monkey King is starting to feel a bit scared that he's out of generals, and there's only 3 generals left, and 1 is a statue who he doesn't want to release, and the other 2 are Milo and Vermin. That's not a bad thing, but just let that settle in. Mylock and Vermin. Anyway, out of the general... Yeah. And Impus is searching for the dragon statue. Viper finds out that Impus is gone on a quest and plans to change his... What the... Okay. It's gone on a quest. Cut to Sinister Strange. Sinister Strange blames all his failures on Buzz and plans to change his settings. From play to demo. We saw this in Toy Story 4, but it's still good. Lynxy is chatting to an elder who... Elder? Did I really say elder? I meant... Okay. I was meant to say hermit or homeless guy. I don't know. Who's revealed to be a former captain of a pirate ship. And he got rebelled against by mutiny from his crew over the watchful eye of a new captain. And who's that new captain? A Lynxian. Liar. So Lynxy just doesn't believe that captain and kills him right on the spot. Apex talks to himself about Talis' new pet and plans to go get the bull statue, so kill Mylock basically. So moving on, Buzz apprehends Mira Nova. I honestly thought she was not in this series anymore. I generally forgot about her. Explains that overnight accommodations, for example, prisoners sleep in their cells. Those who do not sleep inside their cells spend the night in the box. Roll call at dusk and dawn. Any prisoner missed roll call spends the night in the box. So on, so forth. Don't ask how I know that line. I watched this movie a lot. Toy Story 4, by the way. No, Toy Story 3. Damn it. No. Okay, so Impus finds the sacred scarab pieces. Okay, so nice side quest that's already done. That helps find the statue. Everyone goes to find Impus and Lynxy teaming with Viper. Wow. During all this, Mylock gets stopped by Apex. Mylock summons a labyrinth, but Apex tricks him into coming into the labyrinth by standing still and doing nothing. Yes. I adapted the Luigi plan, which is doing nothing. When Mylock comes in, just gets decapitated by Apex. Yay! I got a kill. But Comediac steals the statue and gives it to Talis. Waste of time. Brilliant. And would you believe if I said that this is only halfway through this episode? This is only halfway through the episode, so yeah. Impus has... So, everyone has finally got to Impus. Impus is standing on a big rock pedestal with the most dramatic music playing. Going like... Da, 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 da. Now, please. We're flying. That was done in memoriam to the actor who played the owner of Jurassic World. Because the actor did die around the time... Did pass away after before this video was released. So I think that was Lucas's way of paying respects to him, which is good. Impus has finally released Drago, and he is a human, part human, part dragon. Monkey King and Drago have a short catch up before Monkey King explains why Drago is human by merging with one and infecting Monkey King partially, hence why the white face he's got and the scar underneath his eye. Which did lead to a rather nice scene in the next episode, which I did request. So, yay! Okay, so moving on. Monkey King and Drago engage in a fight, but Oh yeah, by the way, before all this happened, Drago just literally knocks Impus away. Like, literally slap. Probably not even strong. Probably like 10% of his power. Impus yeeted that way. Way over there. Dead. Probably dead. So, yeah, probably... If you've been watching the Adaphones archives for a while, if you've seen the video called I'm in Terrible Pain, that was shortly after that. And that was before I watched the episode, so I was like, what's going on with Impus? That was shortly after I finished Battle of the Beast Series 1. So, okay. So yeah, they engaged in their fight, and Monkey King's best attack did nothing to Drago, whose power is similar to Ramos but more powerful. So like counter from Pokemon. And Drago honestly, there's literally one way I could explain how this fight ended.
Dragon Emperor soaring by
sky! Okay. Basically, Monkey King lost. Monkey King lost so badly. And there's really nothing else I can say about that. Monkey King lost really badly. Before he did lose, though, Drago's mocking Monkey King about his father being kind of a waste of space and all that jazz. Yeah, typical bully prick stuff to do. I don't know what to say about that. Yeah, and doesn't affect Drago. Drago absorbs power, and as we just saw, KO. And that's actually all I have for this. There's like 30 odd seconds left of the video, and it's just Drago going off, minding his own business now. And we actually don't see him for the rest of the series. Okay. Series 7, Episode 5 leads off with Monkey King going into a bar, explaining how he got his scar. Why so serious? This is actually a note that I have on this piece of paper. I love it. Then he killed the barman who literally did not ask a single thing. Didn't say a single thing, didn't ask how he got his scar, but just died because Monkey King revealed a secret. Okay. So yeah, Talis sends Apex to prepare getting Monkey King's statue, because a prophecy says that Monkey King will die today by a warrior of white. This reminds me of Kung Fu Panda 2 now. Saying Shen will be beaten by a warrior of black and white. Anyway, Apex is sent to prepare getting Monkey King's statue when Monkey King dies. Or, I didn't mean to say statue, but Monkey King when he dies in the puzzle box kind of thing. With Jack. Why does Talis hate Apex? At Sinister Stranger's place, Nova is revealed to be dead. Oh my god, what happened to Nova? Wait, who's Nova again? Okay, I don't care. And he sends Buzz to raid Atro City. Okay, yeah. Sinister Stranger's friend gets apprehended by Buzz and taken to Sinister Stranger's castle, where they have a cheerful reunion. Ah, don't you love reunions? Yeah, moving on, we got Viper. Viper finds Lynxy randomly, and explains that she's not going to try and kill her for once because she saved her son at some random point. But basically saying thanks for helping her find her son. So, yeah. But next time they meet, Viper will try to kill Lynxy. Okay, Lynxy then goes on a quest for the sake of Scarab to bring Kate back. Still on that quest, huh? Okay, meanwhile, Impus goes to... basically, Impus is, like, half working. It's like 50%. Not even that. Like, he's got a broken leg, broken arm, black eye, and he's going to fight vermin. He wants to only to make his mother proud of him, even though his injuries kind of wakens him here. So after a quick discussion between Impus and Vermin, who they found each other by the way, Impus Impus realizes where the statues are, whilst Vermin's trying to figure out. Hence why he found Impus, and basically, Impus tries to get away, but Vermin won't let him, so he summons his Footling to beat Vermin, but no success, because the Footlings are kind of useless in this series. Moving on, Buzz and XR fight another guy that killed XR, and all I need to say is, if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm saying when I say, he's good, but I'm better. Meanwhile, Impus, by some miracle, I literally put in brackets, by some miracle, killed Vermin. Viper finds Impus and hugs him. Aww. For actually doing something useful. Sinister Strange sends the extra ranger, I'm going to call him Agent Z, for convenience purposes, to catch Buzz, and Agent Z reveals himself to be Warp. What a twist! What a twist! Because in the last series, Warp actually revealed to be dead. So that's why it was kind of what a twist. And that's also why I called him Agent Z, because that's what he was called before he was revealed to be Warp in the actual movie. So yeah, moving on. And Sinister Strange takes him to a cell. Sinister Strange's friend tries to help Buzz gain more confidence because he kind of given up on himself. And it works! Oh my gosh! Oh my god, it's so brilliant. They talk a battle plan without us knowing it, and they start it. In Atrocity or Atro City, Monkey King raids it and starts fighting Lynxy, but gets stopped by Viper, who helps Lynxy. Oh! Sinister Strange is confused why Monkey King hasn't died yet because a warrior of white, he thought it would be Lynxy. Out of rage, out of rage, he killed Warp for some reason. I don't know why he killed Warp, but he was just really upset at the fact that Monkey King hasn't died yet, so it's like, I'm going to take my anger out on you! Kind of like how that one scene in Deathly Hallows Part 2 where Voldemort killed a random Death Eater after Horcrux was destroyed. I just think it's uncalled for, but I'm not even going to argue that. I do understand, though, Lucas probably ran out of lines for Warp, so... yeah. So, yeah, Warp died, so, yep. And, hold on. Yeah, and, Buzz appears. And, yes, but Sinister Strange tackles Buzz to the ground so he can't get up. But Buzz, with every strength he has, gets up and sacrifices himself to beat Monkey King, which works. Buzz is the warrior in white. So, if you don't really understand, Buzz actually did kill Monkey King. But in exchange, he lost his own life for it as well. And all the statues which have been gathered over the 2 seasons have been taken up and disappeared. Taken with Monkey King to the puzzle box, except Viper and Drago as they aren't dead yet. Yeah, Sinister Strange in rage walks off. Apex learns from Comediac that the statues were not important. And that's the end of the episode. So that is the last we see of Sinister Strange. And as I said, Monkey King dies. So that's the last we'll see of Monkey King. Sinister Strange we won't see for a while. I think this guy deserves a break, though. He's a great voice actor. So does Monkey King's voice actor. You both deserve a break. just even me and Satya. to do the voice lines, and of course Lucas as well. But still, you know what I mean. Episode 6 opens up with Talis' plan to raid Atrocity, but brings up Impus's father, which brings back memories for Apex. During a flashback scene, because this episode is pretty much entirely flashback. So basically, it shows that Max's dad, Max is Apex's dad, and Apex in this flashback is called Alex. So yeah. And Alex don't really... Yeah, Max and Alex do not get along. They don't get along at all. A message... Yeah, basically gets beaten up by Mr. Pex, a bully. Yeah. Oh, now you know where I got the name from. Now you know where the name came from. So, okay, Alex... yeah, a message pops up and Tony Med invites Alex to an experiment. If you remember that scene from The Incredibles where that hologram of... I can't remember her name. Mirage, I think it is. It's that basically, and of course, Mesh is self-destructed in the end. Yeah. Yeah. That's all I can say. Basically, he agrees, saying, "This is Alex Mitchell. I'm in a really high-pitched, squeaky voice." So yeah. Then again, not my voice being modified, so it is my voice just modified, so yeah. I will say though, if that was my proper voice, and if that was my proper voice, the way that Alex's voice turns out to be, I'll be really upset with myself. So basically, Tony Med picks up Alex and takes him to a secret laboratory, and it turns out that Tony Med was actually Chameleac. So yeah, that's their first encounter with each other. I believe so anyway. And in the laboratory, Chameleac transforms Alex into Apex wearing this big ass suit and having a bunch of powers, where it turns out Apex is bulletproof, got nothing to lose, fire away, it will ricochet, and I don't know the rest of that song. Apex can also sprout an extra pair of arms back, so kind of like Machamp forearms or Magraw from 3 different franchises. So that's another thing to add on to. And that's when Alex pronounced himself as Apex. Back to the present. Yeah. Tim Tucker introduces Richard Hazard to Atrocity as he finally came back after a long holiday which none of us knew he was on. Impus is overconfident on taking over Atrocity again. Lynxy is on a quest for the Sacred Scarab for Kate's life, so at least the quest actually continues on from one episode to another. And Impus raids Atrocity but gets stopped by Vipra again and sends him back to the baby buggy. Aw, not the baby buggy. Apex joins in and to see Vipra and Impus in probably his most vulnerable state in a baby buggy. Apex explains of how touching this is and that he won't kill them, only seriously injure. And that's exactly what he does, because he does actually seriously injure Vipra, kind of making Vipra useless for the rest of the series. Yeah, so after that, Apex then goes to his dad, saying, "I'm coming home, father. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Tell the world I'm coming home." After yet another argument and blackmail between Apex and Max, Max calls in the ECA, and and basically Apex makes quick work of them with the Scrat scream, Scrat from Ice Age with the scream when he falls down, something, I don't know. And Goofy's Goofy, you know Goofy, right? And his scream as well. And then the one and only Chef Cash Tankinson comes in, and Apex just slaps him, and this is the second time he's done this, because I believe the first time was against Ramos, where he was just sailing takes away. Oh, I need to actually learn these songs. Basically, before Apex can do any more damage to the ETA, Stormman comes in, a new guy. Comes in and distracts Apex where Max escapes and Red Lightning appears. Red Lightning goes to beat the ever-living crap out of Apex. And after that, Apex goes back to Talis and begs for forgiveness due to failing to get Max's money and also beating Max in that. And Talis is yet again Comediac, of course. And Comediac, and then the ship just flies off. So that's the end of episode 6. A good episode, just really bad on notes. I was. Oh god, just really bad on notes, and these notes don't even reach the end of the page. Episode 7 opens up to Apex throwing stuff around, clearly upset, and Talis plans to go to Atro City. Meanwhile, Impus is trying to find his mum. After some talk between Max and Craig, Talis arrives at Atrocity, and D-Crack is there interviewing Doug West. Oh my god! But it didn't work because Doug doesn't like interviews apparently. And D-Crack says probably one of my favourite lines ever. Oh, look at Doug. He's acting all like some big YouTuber now. I was like, okay, yeah. Okay, and he's still got followers because he's still the mayor. That went well. Yeah, that's actually why I said that went well. It didn't work out that well. Yeah, Apex is seen staring at Imp's spire, but after an hour he goes to Rick Hazard, but is stopped by Red Lightning again, and is stalled until Talis arrives. Brilliant. After a bit of conversation, Talis receives money from Rick because I don't know why. Apex gets back to the Dark Spire to return Vipera, shedding a tear because Apex's mum was actually nice. Not the dad though. So yeah, going on. So yeah, Vipera's wounds have been healed by Apex. Oh gosh, wish I can read. But was being but Apex was being spied on by Jack the monkey, and Rick was able to take some hair from Talis, and from when he gave the money to Talis, and confirmed that her mum is Lynxy. Only he knows that though. Little does he know that he's in an episode, so we all know that now. Series 7, Episode 8 opens up to Talis having a meal served by Apex. I think that was just there for no random reason apart from they had money. But I'm starting to have a bit of I felt a bit of a link there because Lucas knows I do catering at college. So he probably thought, oh, that'd be a nice link. Just have the voice actor to Apex. Have Apex do what the voice actor actually does and cooks. So, yeah, I thought that was a good link. I'm not sure if that was the actual reason, but yeah, I'll live with it. They also plan to raid Atrocity again. Lynxy also goes to Atrocity for supplies again. Hazard somehow knows about this, though. Richard... Rick... Did I call him Rick? I called him Rick! Okay, Richard Hazard somehow knows about this. Meanwhile, meanwhile in Darkspire, Vipera is recovering and watches Doctor Who. Great choice, by the way. And it was that... It's just that scene where David Tennant's just explaining how time works in that Weeping Angel episode. It's like wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey stuff. And in the end, Vipera destroys the TV. So yeah. Moving on. And Impus thinks Lynxy helped Vipera, healed her wounds, just to get help Vipera to get to him. What? Hold on. Impus thinks Lynxy helps Vipera heal. Lynxy helped heal Vipera, so then she can get to her and try and save Kate. Hazard goes to rescue Max after learning that Apex is going to get to him. Hazard gets in the way of Apex, but gets beaten. Okay, basically, God, I need to actually reread these before I actually do the video. Hazard goes into a mech suit with a bunch of ECA units as well. Gets beaten by Apex very easily because it's Apex. Impus gets in a fight with Talis, but Talis had no interest with a fight, so they just left. After some conflict between Max is actually Comediac, saying that he knows that Apex betrayed Talis in episode 7 with that whole saving Viper thing, and not actually taking her to the ship. Talis goes to leave, but Impus follows. Talis goes to leave, but Impus follows. Oh yeah, I get this now. I get it now. They were both in Atro City, and because they got into a fight, Talis goes to leave, climbing up a ladder to a ship. Impus goes to follow, but Viper intervenes and saves Impus by cutting the ladder, but she's taken in the process. I got there in the end. Episode 9 is... Oh god, don't my pages stick together. Starts with Talis holding Viper hostage and Viper having full confidence that Impus will save her in the best way possible, because he is the son of Demon and all that. Cuts Impus playing with I can assume Pasta Cake with Pookie. I actually don't know what song was playing and what Impus was doing, but it was something that was not helping his mother. And I was like, that's why I said, which I can only assume is Pasta Cake. After that, Talis sets the death cannon ready to destroy Atro City. Meanwhile, Lynxy vows when Kate is saved, like Viper saved, turns Viper back to Kate and Naga will be dead, and she'll send Kate back to Earth because it's too dangerous here, and Kate pretty much died as soon as she arrived. Apex realizes Comediac has something to do with Max's disappearance, so he goes for a search for Comediac. Hazard gets a new henchman to help him since the other was a spy. Yeah, that was a bit of a side plot in episode 8 that I didn't mention because honestly it wasn't really important. It didn't really have any major influence on the story or the plot in that episode, so I didn't really mention it. Sorry to the voice actor. It just wasn't important. I'm sorry. Moving on. Apex knocks Talis out. Mutiny. and threatens to kill Comediac to find out. Only to find out where Max is. So yeah, that was interesting. Bit of climax there. Impus and Lynxy run into each other, and he accuses her of being part of the kidnapping, but it's proven wrong when Lynxy just noticed the dark galleon right above her head. Lynn makes a brief appearance. Honestly, I thought he was dead. I honestly forgot he was a character. This is his first appearance this series. And his last appearance, I believe, was in episode 9 of series 6. I don't know why he keeps coming back. Because I keep forgetting about him. Makes a brief appearance to say Talis must live. Talis is woken up by Apex and informed that they arrived to Atro City. Or Atrocity, yeah. So basically, Apex didn't kill Comediac because someone knocked on the door saying they almost arrived at Atrocity. But for that to work, he needed to wake up Talis. So, yeah, and Comediac is still alive. Moving on to episode 10. I'm sorry if this sounds a bit rushed or a bit all over the place, but I had a good plan for it, for the beginning anyway, and it just got ruined towards the end. It opens with the Dark Galleon ready to fire the Death Cannon to destroy Atro City. Pretty much exactly where it left off. Apex goes into battle with Impus. Meanwhile, Lynxy is sneaking around the ship. This just reminded me of a funny scene from it, where Impus was like, "Okay, I have my bear with me. We will beat Apex. Go bear! Just makes a light thud of Apex, and Apex like, enough with the bear. I was like, okay, okay, I'm fine, okay. So yeah, Hazard tries to bribe Lynxy because Hazard thought Lynxy was in charge of the Dark Galleon to not destroy the city. Okay. Don't know where the hell that came in. Oh yeah, okay. Storm persuades Lightning to Stormman persuades Red Lightning. Yeah, where were they in the last two episodes? In the last episode, so let Storm have to control to save the city. Lightning reluctantly agrees, and then it cuts to Apex slamming Impus into the ground of the ship multiple times, on and on again, like that one scene from the Avengers, when Hulk was slamming Loki into the ground, which is quite good. It does make me think, though, how the ship is still in one piece, though, because, like, I mean, Apex, the strongest person, just slammed Impus into the ground, and the ship is still in one piece. Okay, sure. After the beatdown that was given by Apex, Apex goes against Talis' orders and helps Impus save his mother. And Impus realizes Apex actually healed his mother before instead of Lynxy. Storm flies in to save the city and gets stopped almost instantly by Apex, and yet again another automatic beatdown ensues. So yeah, Storm's out of this episode for now. Meanwhile, Impus finds Viper, but Talis was already there, and with the power of teamwork, they kill Talis. Yeah! Well, one of her lives anyway. So, one of her lives anyway. And they retreat after realising that, even though they still thought Talis was Lynxy, but whatever. They retreat, Comediac finds Apex beating Storm, and they run back to the Galleon for the next phase of their plan. I think I spelled phase wrong in that. Meanwhile, Lynxy runs into Talis after Talis revived herself, and now has 8 lives, just like Lynxy does. And after a brief discussion where Talis doesn't believe Lynxy is her mother, for some reason Talis thinks her mother's Delilah, even though she should not even know who Delilah is. So, okay. I'm not sure if I was supposed to say that, actually. Doesn't believe Lynxy is her mother. They fight, but Lynxy's holding back. But Apex and Comediac accidentally shot Talis out of the episode. Basically, they shot the death cannon right at Talis. Like, right underneath Talis. And it literally shoots her out of the episode. And, she's blasting off again! This does also make Talis lose another one of her lives. I got confirmation for that from Lucas. Lynxy vows that she'll save Kate yet again. Impus was able to get Viper out of the Dark Galleon, so good on her. Good on him. Good on him. Meanwhile, Impus vows he'll kill Lynxy. Cue montage of Impus failing time and time again after multiple losses. Viper was also tallying this whole failure that Impus kept doing. Apex and Comediac fly off on the Dark Galleon, just leave everyone behind, just took the Dark Galleon back to their rightful master. Time and time again. After multiple losses, Viper decides that, so Viper tallies up Impus's loss. I'm not even going to mention the part where Impus was praying to his Lord and Saviour. Oh, God, he has a weird obsession to this maniac, Adam. I'm being honest. Like, oh my God. He has such a weird obsession with this maniac called Adam. I don't know why. He built a statue of this guy and bowed down towards him for inspiration. This is weird. Viper decides that Impus is not powerful enough, and Viper pulls the hair out of her pocket, which is actually from Dom Prison, where Delilah was. Okay. I was about to say I left these notes half done, but I actually didn't. So Impus's So Viper says that this mixed with a blood sample which is from her will match, will bring her back, and Impus happens to be that blood sample. Yeah, so I didn't really understand that because I don't really understand how Impus has a relation to Delilah. I get how he has a bit of a resemblance to Demonite. Demonite at one point was linked to Lynxy. Yeah, so Demon and Lynxy fused together to make Delilah. They're separated, and I guess Demon still had Delilah's blood in her, like Lynxy does. And it just passed down to Impus. I guess that's the reason, but it still confused me a lot. Anyway, this is actually the end of the review. That's the end of the series. And I'm doing the Q&A, well, the Lynxy series Q&A in the next episode, that video that I do. Because I'm not having this video go over an hour long. So that is all for this time. If you like what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Press the notification bell down in the corner below. I'm sorry if this actually seemed kind of all over the place, like Series 2 review was. But I'm willing to bet this review was better than Series 2 review. Till then, peace out.